Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over my Jeep and how it's transformed into what you see. Alright guys, so taking a look at exactly what has been done and why haven't I produced a video in almost 6 months. The biggest thing that I wanted to try to focus on was to try to make videos that you guys really enjoy, and with YouTube comes a lot of headaches. And the fact that you can make videos that people really don't want to watch or do want to watch. And I kind of wanted to give myself and my viewers something a little more than just behind the scenes, if you will, of just doing auto reviews. So where does that leave us when it comes to making videos about the truck? Well, about 2 months ago, we were able to get this lifted, get the wheels and tires, and get everything dialed in. Now, I've been driving it, like I said, for roughly the last 2 months. And to be honest with you, it drives absolutely perfect. Now, this lift kit is a used lift kit that came out of my buddy's Gladiator. He also bought those springs used. So I am the third owner of these springs. So what you see for ride height is what the Jeep is riding at. There is no more settling. There is no more anything that I have to worry about. The height that it is at, personally, I absolutely love it. It's just that smidge too high for my wife and kids, but for me, it's perfect. So what exactly have we done with the Jeep? Well, it's a 3.5-inch suspension, but it's a piecemeal. It's not something, this was supposed to be a budget-friendly lift, and we're going to go over exactly what I paid for it versus what you would pay. So as you can see here with the gold springs, that is a 3.5-inch lift spring, and then above that is your normal stock spacer, and then a leveling kit. That's about a 1-inch leveling kit. Next to that, you can see that there are Fox shocks. Again, those came off of my buddy's Jeep. So the Fox shocks were his factory ones off of his Rubicon, which he then sold me the shocks, those springs, and the shock drop brackets, which of course you can't see because it's like pitch black. But there are drop brackets for the shocks. All that for $400. What that does is that gives you this giant lift and makes it look absolutely incredible. Now we're running a set of 37, 12.5, 17 Mickey Thompson Baja Boss MTs on a set of 17x9 Ion wheels. Personally, I think the look is absolutely perfect. This is exactly what I wanted, was a black and red theme, and I think that it looks perfect. The firecracker red is not a color you see very often on the Gladiator or the Wrangler for that matter. So personally, I absolutely love the color. Yes, does it need a bath? Again, I've been putting off making videos for you guys, so I just wanted to get some content out. Like I said, it's been 6 months. I've been really working at trying to get myself on film, along with what we're going to be doing this summer, and hopefully I can get some good wheeling footage, because yes, we are going out this year. I live in New Hampshire, so we're going to try to hit Armored Ditch this year. I want to do it at least twice. That's the goal, plus all of our Class 6 roads. I have the 3.5-inch springs, the Fox shocks, the shock extensions. Out back, we have sway bar extenders, front and rear, sway bar end links. Mirrors that I run are the Red Rock mirrors that go into the upper door hinge. Nightlight lights on the front and up here on the ditch lights. Now these lights are just 6 LEDs on the front. They are very, very bright. 20 lights in here, basically a flood pattern, a spot beam. Nightlight brackets. I really love this company. I love what they do. I love their lights. I've had those on the front for the last 2 years since I've had the Jeep. These we ended up buying. Everything is like super solid mounted. Now this bumper is a bumper off of Amazon. I believe it was like $149. Same thing. Very sturdy. Very, very good. It comes with the D-rings. Comes with all the mounting hardware that you need. Now, one thing that I did is I made my own license plate bracket. Now, this is just a bracket that kind of bends over here, comes up, and I fabricated all of this myself just to give the license plate kind of something cool, tucked off to the side. It's not in the front. Obviously, with the winch here, I didn't want the license plate in the front. With the fog lights, now these are factory Rubicon LED fog lights, tinted them yellow. I love the front end. I love how the way this looks. Another thing that we ended up doing is a set of DV8 rock slider steps. Now again, I'll throw up some videos here of me working on this. My buddy had bought these about 1.5 years ago on his Gladiator. Within a year, they were starting to rust pretty bad like this, but all over the rock slider. So he reached out to the company. DV8 gave him a brand new set because they warranty them over corrosion. He offered me these, which I took them up on the offer. I then sanded them down, welded all the parts that normally have bolts that run up in here underneath that look just like these, but they're underneath. And there's like 2 every about 8-10 inches. So when I was redoing these, I took those out. I welded in where the bolts would be just to make sure that everything kind of like ties them together and that there's nothing to grab down there when you actually do go off-road. I didn't want those bolts sticking out and shearing them off or whatever would end up happening to them. But again, those were free. I just had to do the work to get them to look good. Obviously, this top plate right here is starting to rust again. So I'm going to have to touch this up. As we're coming into spring, as you can tell, the top and the doors are already off. So we're already at that season. We're already having 70-degree days. I have looked forward to this all winter. I do every winter. So what I'm thinking is to do fluid film behind all the bar all the way across and try to get some fluid film back there to stop any further rust. And then I will repaint the outside that you can see. We'll do probably a flat black satin over on the rock rails. Again, yes, she needs a bath. She is filthy. One of the other things that I've been trying to work on, and again, you know, wintertime came sooner than expected, so I wasn't able to get it done for the year, is the camo. It kind of sets it apart. Again, the red is just phenomenal. So to be able to kind of break it up a little bit and give it some more, you know, appeal, if you will. Like I said, there's some spots that have been done. Some of the doors have been done, but the majority of it still needs to get done. Like I said, the front is done, the hood, all that, as you can see here. Just kind of definitely looks cool. Gives it just that little something extra. The tonneau cover has been on here for about 2 years. This is the Tiger tonneau cover. These are like $130, I believe, on Amazon. Absolutely worth every single penny. I cannot speak to how much this is not warped. It is not fallen apart. It still works. It does everything it's supposed to. Obviously, bench is a mess. Just trying to get some stuff done. This was the project the last day and a half. OEM muffler and the rear resonator has been deleted. So let me grab my flashlight right here and we'll take a quick look as to what I did. So this is your factory exhaust that comes down to here. This is the factory first resonator. What we ended up doing, or what I ended up doing, was cutting it off just past it right before it goes into the factory muffler. So as you can see, and of course the camera makes the welds look even worse than they really are, but this is the factory pipe that I cut right here, welded on a piece for the bracket, and then, like I said, running a thrush 2.5-inch offset, and then it goes back in to the factory, up and over the axle pipe. Again, there's the gold springs, Jeep shock extensions here to help out with that. But again, everything else, I mean, pinion angles are absolutely perfect. Everything, carrier bearing, and then going into the transfer case. I mean, all the angles under here are absolutely perfect. Finishing up, we can see right here, this is still the factory pipe. This is where I cut it off, which is where the resonator is. Welded in a new piece of pipe right here. Used the old factory pipe, had to do some splits in there to get it so it would fit over the pipe. And then reused the bracket that I had off of another pipe to sit in here. But I mean, this is as sturdy as it comes. I mean, I'm shaking the whole truck. So basically, that's the overview of my build for the time being right now. Obviously, more things to come. I'm going to make some more videos. I'm hoping to have this one up Saturday morning is my goal. But I just wanted to tell you guys where I've been, what's been going on, why I haven't done anything in about 6 months, and to just show you exactly if you can figure out and if you're willing to put the work in and hunt for stuff, you yourself can build a truck just like this for not as much money as you're thinking. Now, those metal cloak kits, I would have loved a metal cloak kit. The issue you run into, I mean, we're talking $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $7,000 for a metal cloak, full-on long arm suspension kit. I don't do that kind of wheeling. This is still my daily driver, so I'm not going to go super crazy. But I think that the way that this turned out is absolutely perfect. It's got the perfect height. It's got the perfect width. It's got the perfect stance. It just makes everything look absolutely perfect. Has just the right amount of poke front and rear. It's just a beautiful, beautiful looking Jeep. I am going to make some more videos coming up too about what you should and shouldn't do with your engine, what you should and shouldn't do with your Jeep, doing preventative maintenance. I've got a bunch of stuff I want to get done this summer and I want to start filming. But I figured you guys have liked a lot of the videos that I've done with the auxiliary battery delete, the coolant one. There's been some good videos that have gotten 40, 50,000 views. I'm a huge Jeep enthusiast. I have my Gladiator. My wife has a 21 Grand Cherokee and my daughter has a 2007 Grand Cherokee. So we're definitely a Jeep family. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and leave me a comment on what you think of this video and what I've done so far. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.